Tonight's show is all about the whinnies, the neighs, the snorts and the hands. Inspired by the Galway races. That's just over, everyone's skint. Let's start off with this.
And as I rode out through Galway town to seek for recreation on the 17th of August, me mind being elevated, there were multitudes assembled with their tickets at the station, and me eyes began to dazzle, and they going to see the races. Timmy whack, fall the do, fall the dinnery idle. There were passengers from Limerick and passengers from Neenah, passengers from Dublin and sportsmen from Tipperary. There were passengers from Kerry and all quarters of the nation, and our member Mr. Hawley for to join the Galway Blazers. Timmy whack, fall the do, fall the dinnery idle. There were multitudes from Arran and members from New Quayshore, the boys of Connemara and the Clare unmarried maidens. People from Cork City who were loyal, true and faithful, they brought home the Fenian prisoners from dying in foreign nations. Timmy whack, fall the do, fall the dinnery idle. And it's there you'll see confectioners with sugar sticks and dainties, the lozenges and oranges, the lemonade and raisins, gingerbread and spices to accommodate the ladies, and the big crew bean for thruppence to be sucking while you're able. Timmy whack, fall the do, fall the dinnery idle. And it's there you'll see the gamblers, the thimbles and the garters, and the sporting wheel of fortune with the 4 and 20 quarters. There was others without scruple pelting what was at poor Maggie, and our daddy well contented to be gawking at his daughter. Timmy whack, fall the do, fall the dinnery idle. And it's there you'll see the pipers and the fiddlers competing, the nimble-footed dancers and the tripping on the daisies. There was others shouting cigars and lights and bills for all the races, with the colours of the jockey and the price and horses' ages. Timmy whack, fall the do, fall the dinnery idle. And it's there you'll see the jockeys, and they mounted on so stately, the pink, the blue, the orange and green, the emblem of our nation. When the bell was rung for starting, all the horses seemed impatient. I thought they never stood on ground, their speed was so amazing. Timmy whack, fall the do, fall the dinnery idle. There was 500,000 people there of all denominations, the Catholic, the Protestant, the Jew and Presbyterian. There was yet no animosity, no matter what persuasion, but wild and hospitality, inducing Mr. Paisley. Timmy whack, fall the do, fall the dinnery idle. And Timmy whack, fall the do, fall the dinnery idle.
Get the horses, get the horses. Chain the harness to their places, cause we'll all go on to the Galway races. The haze up, tough is dry, and the steady weather promised in the evening sky. Cause we're going to the Galway races, and we'll all go on to the Galway races. And the boys are back across the pond with the money in the stories from over beyond. Get the white shirts and the new blue suits, and we stop at the shop for the hobnail boots. Cause we're going to the Galway races, so we'll all go to the Galway races. The big Lexters, trucksters, hucksters, who's and pickpockets, you better watch what yours. Your uncle the priest, he's a horsey man, he might tip us the wink of any inside plan. Cause we're going to the Galway races, so we'll all go to the Galway races. So hurry up or we'd be late, and we might miss the start of the Galway plate. Up and over the hill, Ballybullet, suddenly we're in the thick of it. Lace cards, cards are shilling, lace cards, lace cards. Cards are shilling, lace cards, lace cards. Cards are shilling, lace cards, lace cards. There's Peggy's leg, and we'll have a lock of it. Apples, oranges, sweets and chocolate. Find the lady in the click of the loop. Spin the wheel in the cock-a-hoop. and at time the horses go tumbling past. There's one at the front, there's another one last. There's merchants and strangers, you can imagine the binoculars and the cardboard band. Just
Right, we're off, and it's about as equine as we can get here on Fresh FM tonight for the next 2 hours. So let's go with a bit of Johnny Cash, a double header.
Back about 18 and 25, I left Tennessee very much alive. I never would have made it through the Arkansas mud if I hadn't been riding on a Tennessee stud. Had some trouble with my sweetheart's paw. One of her brothers was a bad outlaw. I wrote a letter to my Uncle Fudd, and I rode away on a Tennessee stud. The Tennessee stud was long and lean, the color of the sun, and his eyes were green. He had the nerve and he had the blood. There never was a horse like the Tennessee stud. Drifted on down into no man's land, across the river called the Rio Grande. Raced my horse with the Spaniard's foal till I got me a skin full of silver and gold. Me and the gambler, we couldn't agree. We got in a fight over Tennessee. I pulled our guns and he fell with a thud, and I rode away on the Tennessee stud. The Tennessee stud was long and lean, the color of the sun, and his eyes were green. He had the nerve and he had the blood. There never was a horse like the Tennessee stud. I rode right back across Arkansas. I whipped her brother and I whipped her paw. I found that girl with the golden hair. She was riding on a Tennessee mare. Pretty little baby on the cabin floor, a little horse cold playing round the door. I love the girl with the golden hair, and the Tennessee stud loves the Tennessee mare. The Tennessee stud was long and lean, the color of the sun, and his eyes were green. He had the nerve and he had the blood. There never was a horse like the Tennessee stud.
How are you, Francis?
How are you, Pash?
How are you getting on?
Listen, Patty, I'm calling you. I got a tip for you. 9 to 4, Patty. Firm dictates she's gonna win. Put the house on it, Patty.
Well, I can't at the moment. I'm off.
9 to 4.
I'm here with the kids, you see. I'm here with the family and the kids, you know. We're out for dinner.
Stick the kids on it to fuck. 9 to 4, Patty, and they're only gonna go lower.
I can't. The wife as well. She wouldn't let me go to the booking.
Put the house and wife on it.
Okay. I will later if I can.
Stick the fucking health insurance on
I'll try my best, Francis.
9 to 4.
Early one morning, with time to kill, I borrowed Jeb's rifle and sat on the hill
I saw a lone rider crossing the plain. I drew a bead on him to practice my aim. My brother's rifle went off in my hand. A shot rang out across the land. The horse he kept running, the rider was dead. I hung my head, I hung my head. I set off running to wake from the dream. My brother's rifle went into the sheen. I kept on running into the Southlands. That's where they found me, my head in my hands. The sheriff, he asked me, why had I run? And then it came to me, just what I had done. And all for no reason, just one piece of lead. I hung my head, I hung my head. Here in the courthouse, the whole town was there. I see the judge high up in his chair. Explain to the courtroom what went through your mind, and we'll ask the jury what verdict they find. I felt the power of death over life. I orphaned his children, I widowed his wife. I begged their forgiveness, I wish I was dead. I hung my head, I hung my head, I hung my head. I hung my head. Early one morning, with time to kill, I see the gallows up on the hill, and out in the distance, a trick of the brain. I see a lone rider crossing the plain, and he come to fetch me to see what they done, and we'll ride together till kingdom come. I pray for God's mercy, 'cause soon I'll be dead. I hung my head, I hung my head, I hung my head, I hung my head.
Desert, you can remember can't remember your name, 'cause there ain't no one for to give you no pain. La, 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 the horse run free, 'cause the desert had turned to sea. There were plants and birds and rocks and things. There was sand and hills and rings. The ocean is a desert with its life underground and a perfect disguise above. Under the cities lies a heart made of ground, but the humans will give no love. You see, I've been through the desert on a horse with no name. It felt good to be out of the rain. In the desert, you can't remember your name, 'cause there ain't no one for to give you no pain. La, 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 la,
Right, we had 3 there. We had 2 from Johnny Cash. We had the Tennessee Stud, which he wrote. And then we had I Hung My Head, which is a favourite of mine, and it mentions a horse. And that was written by him back in the 90s. Bit of country music. I mean, you're going to have horses in a bit of country music, the old westerns. Oh, hold up. Sting wrote that. Johnny Cash covered it. Isn't that mad? Geez, the internet's great. Whether it's true or not, I mean, that's another day's work, but... I stand corrected, said the man in the orthopaedic shoe. I hung my head in shame because I got that wrong. But anyway, Tennessee Stud was possibly written by Johnny Cash as well. Possibly not. Back in Black was the album. And then we had A Horse with No Name. And that was written by Dewey Bunnell. And of course that's the folk rock trio America. So, that's our first few tunes. Oh man, we're all over the shop tonight. Where am I looking here? I have a playlist here somewhere. Yeah, America with George Martin. That's the one. Right, now we're going to an album that's called Horses. And this is a track from that by Horse Meat Patti Smith. This is Kieran on Fresh FM. We're getting slow. We're slow to get out of the blocks now. The old hay was a bit damp. But we'll get this on and see how we're fixed afterwards.
Late afternoon, Dreaming Hotel. You just had to quarrel, sent you away. I was looking for you. How you gone? Call you on the phone, another dimension. Well, you never returned. Oh, you know what I mean. I went looking for you. How you gone? faces. Sad description, I was looking for you. Everyone was singing, girl is washed up, down the beach, and everyone is so sad. I was looking for you. Are you gone, gone? Pretty little girl, everyone cried. She was a victim of sweet suicide. I went looking for you. Are you gone, gone? Down by the ocean, it was so dismal. Women all standing with shock on their faces. Sad description, I was just looking for you. Desk clerk told me girl was washed up, a smiling angel with apple blonde hair now. I went looking for you. Are you gone, gone? Pick up my key, didn't reply. Went in my room, started to cry. It was small and angel. Are you gone, gone? Down by the ocean, it was so dismal. I was just standing with shock on my face. The hers put away and the curl that had tied it was you. You'll never return into my arms 'cause you were gone, gone. Never return into my arms 'cause you were gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Goodbye.
Redondo Beach, Patti Smith, and the album, a debut album, was titled Horses, and that's back in the 70s. And that was produced by John Cale, who you may or may not know from the Velvet Underground, another band that sang prolifically about horses, but sadly they didn't make the bill tonight. As I tilt this screen around, have I any other news on what's coming up in the show? No, I've got some honourable mentions. Gareth Brooks didn't make the show with his tune called Rodeo, and neither did Tom Waits with Pony, nor did Tori Amos with Beauty Queen Horses. And sadly, Leonard Cohen and his Ballad of the Absent Mayor didn't make it either. But we will clear up some debate whether it is Tato or Tito in Into the West, and if they were actually the Rockies. We'll have a couple of words from My Lovely Horse creators Father Ted and Dougal Maguire, also a priest. And we'll have some other such stuff as the show usually goes. But we have a lot of music to play, I won't lie. I've cut it down to the bone, this playlist, but it's still going to run me tight on time. Where are we going next? We're going to have two big ones. We have 10 minutes. You can go off and have a cup of tea now and a purple snack if you like. We're going to have something from the Rolling Stones, and then we're going to follow that with a track from Octum Baby. So be careful.
It's easy to do. The things you wanted, I bought them for you. Graceless lady, you know who I am. You know I can't let you slide through my hands. Why, oh
decided to show me the same. No sweet vein exits, oh, off stage lines could make me feel bitter, treat you unkind. Wild horses couldn't drag me away. Wild horses couldn't drag me away. I know I've dreamed you a sin and a lie. I have my freedom, but I don't have much time. Faith has been broken, tears must be cried. Let's do some living after we die. Wild horses couldn't drag me away. Wild horses, we'll ride them someday. Wild horses couldn't drag me away. Wild horses, we'll ride them someday.
One mistake you made, you said you take 94 instead of 11 to 4.
Well, 94 is an iconic price.
Well, 11 to 4 is a better price.
How?
9 to 4 and 11 to 4 are two different prices. The 11 is the best price. We know why he's in Shelton. He thinks that 9 to 4 is better than 11 to 4.
Hello? How are you, Patty? Francis, what's the crack? Not good, Patty. Is everything alright? Is everything okay? I was down the track. Oh, I was watching it there. He never came in. No, he did not. How much did you put on it, man? I had to. It was 9 to 4. How much did you put on it? Put the wife and kids on it. What? I put the wife and kids on it. They're gone, Patty. Where are they? They were shipped off. Shipped away. In a box. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. I'll still be able to talk to them on Skype. I'll still be able to talk to them on Skype.
You're dangerous, 'cause you're honest. You're dangerous, you don't know what you want. Well, you left my heart empty as a vacant lot for any spirit to haunt. Hey, hey, sha-la-la, hey, hey, you're an accident waiting to happen. You're a piece of glass left there on the beach. Will you tell me things I know you're not supposed to? Then you leave me just out of reach. Hey, hey, sha-la-la, hey, hey, sha-la-la. Who's gonna ride your wild horses? Who's gonna drown your blue sea? Who's gonna ride your wild horses? Who's gonna fall at the foot of it? Well, you stole it, 'cause I needed the cash. And you killed it, 'cause I wanted revenge. Well, you lied to me, 'cause I asked you to. Baby, can we still be friends? Hey, hey, sha-la-la, hey, hey, sha-la-la. Who's gonna ride your wild horses? Who's gonna drown your blue sea? Who's gonna ride your wild horses? Who's gonna fall at the foot of it? The deeper I spin, the hunter will simply ivory skin. Took a drive in the dirt to a place where the wind calls your name. Under the trees, the river laughing at you and me. Hallelujah, heaven's wide rose, the doors you open, I just can't close. Don't turn around, don't turn around again. Don't turn around, you gypsy heart. Don't turn around, don't turn around again. Don't turn around, and don't look back. Come on now, love, don't you look back. Who's gonna ride your wild horses? Who's gonna drown in your blue sea? Who's gonna taste your saltwater kisses? Who's gonna take the place of me? Who's gonna ride your wild horses? Who's gonna take?
So first up, we had the Rolling Stones, and they defined what a wild horse was, and then you two answered the burning question of who the hell in the Jesus is bringing the horse to France. Who is going to ride the wild horse to France? And I'm glad we cleared that up. That's from Achtung Baby. The Rolling Stones. That was from, Sticky Little Fingers. And it was first released by the Flying Burrito Brothers, who probably had a pair of horses before they turned into burritos. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm only talking out through me four stomachs here, so I will call a halt to that. We will get back to I've been trying to choose horses neighing on Freesound all evening, and I've heard some very strange ones. We might get a few in, but let's see where the music brings us next. Where are we going? No more falling around here. We've got a bit of PJ Harvey. Horses in My Dreams. Probably the worst place for them, because they're big and cumbersome. But they can sleep standing up, so I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing. They can lock out their legs. Did you know that? They can lock out their legs. I played rugby with a few boys who could lock out their legs. I'm going to stick this with Mick Jagger, and this is from Slow Horses. Not too long since I played it, but it kind of suits the bill. I think it's on the nose, you know.
Okay, right. What will we write it about?
How about a lovely horse?
Okay, we'll call it My Lovely Horse by Father Ted Crilly.
And Father Dougal Maguire.
And Father Dougal Maguire. Right, here we go. Will we do the lyrics first, or will we do the music?
Let's do the lyrics, and then we can fit the tune around it.
Right, here we go.
misfits and boozers hanging by your fingernails. You made one mistake, you got burned at the stake. You're finished, you're foolish, you failed. There's always a hope on this slippery slope. Somewhere a ghost of a chance to get back in the game and burn up your shame and dance with the big boys again. Yes, a strange, strange game. Strange game. Such a shame, shame, shame. Yes, a strange game. You got to carry the blame in this strange game. You're out on a limb and you're trying to get in. It's a strange game. You pile up the corpses, exhausted your sources, living right under a cloud. The odds are against you, the gods haven't blessed you. You better get back on the rails. Drill down on the data, keep pushing the paper, the depth's dripping down on the walls. It's 1,000,000 to 1, there's a place in the sun to dance with the big boys again. It's a strange, strange game. Strange, awesome, strange. You don't even know my real name. It's a strange game. You got to carry a blame in this strange, strange game. You're out on a limb trying hard to get in. It's a strange game.
We had a pair there. That's gone off to Sophie in one of the newest listeners and youngest possibly. In Christchurch. How are you, Sophie? Sent in from her dad. Well, Phelim, how's things? How did you get looking so well? If you want to contact the show with a request, do so. I won't stop you. And you won't be stopped at the door here. There's no one on the door. In fact, the door is generally open. And if it wasn't open, it's the kind of door you could open. Put it that way. Wouldn't be that hard. Right, what had we? We had a couple there. We had Strange Game, written by Mick Jagger for the show Slow Horses, which is good, subjectively. Gary Oldman, anything with him in it, is good. And before that, we had PJ Harvey. And now we're going to Ireland. We're going to have one from the Fontaines, and then we're going to have another one from the Fontaines, and we're going to play two from the Fontaines. Then we'll come back, regather our thoughts, have some hay, maybe an old whinny and a neigh, and then we'll get a pair on from Idols. I'm dying to play this again, Gift Horse. I love that tune. And we have a new one from Idols that's got nothing to do with horses, but it's called Rabbit Run, so it's close enough, because they both do the same thing and they both kind of taste the same in soups and burgers, so I'm led to believe. So let's do that. This is Kieran on Fresh FM. Thanks for tuning in if you have done so. If you haven't, well, thanks anyway. Thanks for thinking about it. Thanks for maybe not even knowing about it. We're on Fresh FM every Wednesday for 2 hours. When I say we, I mean me. Oh, there's no Danny tonight. Be funny if I got through 10 songs without a word from him. Hey, Danny, go on. It's okay now, talk away. Ah, no, he's not here. But he'll be back. He's gone on reconnaissance. He's heading west along the road. So we will hear from Danny again. I'm sure of that. Fair play to him for coming in. A couple of great shows. Bit of crack. If you want to go back and listen to those, they're up on YouTube. They're on the Fresh FM website. And plenty other places. But not so many other places. Having said that, I'd like to qualify that by saying they're not in some other places. But they are places. There is places that they are, is what I'm trying to say. So hoarseness is the whatness. That's the kind of talk we like here on Fresh FM, especially on ToTM every Wednesday for 2 hours. The album is Romance, the band are Fontaines. The city is Dublin and the country is Ireland. So let's get it on. And let's get the track on too.
Basics, understanding basics. Never let your guard down and always leave a cat out. But always the word is not so friendly. It brings some fucking baggage. The word that's used for lying. I never I would trust. Sticks around for some, while always stays for none. Will someone find out what the word is that makes the world go round? 'Cause I thought it was love, but some say that it has to be choice. I read it in some book or an old packet of smokes. Basics, I guess I get the gist. There's not that much to miss. You choose or you exist.
Fresh FM. ToTM.
Fair, knock vecken to a squeal sail in the holen is glock a all more to the throne. Mead Bio, you don't know what's going on. Nobody knows what's going on. Fuck it, Sheelam Gagahamed dude. My Neil knee station off, I'd it avoid.
If you like Kubla Fuckle in your cup on tea.
If you like Biogon Gaelga in your bowl of granola.
Tune in
every Wednesday.
ToTM.
And he says, is there anything you can do on the price? And I says, of course there is, Michael. Now, have you considered a sex change? What says he? A sex change, says I, taking a spanner and removing the nuts. Because if you were to come back a woman, say in 10 years, we've great deals for the mature lady driver.
No nonsense, Dottie! Low cost car insurance. Get the cover you really need for less.
Anyway, we're not moving from here until we finish the song. Ready?
Ready, Ted, let's do it.
Jungle, don't take it so seriously. It's just a bit of fun. Just play the note.
First one.
No, not the f***ing first one. The f***ing first one's already f***ing down. Just play the f***ing notes you're f***ing playing earlier. I've been playing the f***ing first one. We have the f***ing first one.
So I'll
just play the f***ing notes you're f***ing playing there. The thing you were just f***ing doing. Play the f***ing notes.
Damnation of the Deer. I think it's one of my favourite Fontaines DC songs, actually. Skinty Fia. An extinct Irish elk who was a precursor to the horse that was invented in Kazakhstan. That's what my history of horses has learned me this week. Kazakhstan are believed to be the people who, the Botai people, they invented horses. And did you know, if you're trying to find out how tall a horse is, you have to cut him in half and then use your hands to measure it. That's why it's measured in hands. They can't burp and they can't vomit. And believe it or not, their teeth are for grazing on tough grass or any food from Countdown. That's harsh. It's Pack and Save and New World as well. They're all the same. They're very social animals, the horses. And they communicate extensively through whinnies, neighs, snorts, and kicks and headbutts as well. Yeah, they can lock out their legs. That'd be class. I'm not sure if they can lock out their arms, though, which would be handy for lifting the old line out. They're right, Declan Slattery and the T-Rex arms. Shout out to Deco and all the junior players. In tune. Long retired, I hope, for the sake of rugby. My voice sounds like I've been eating a bit of hay myself now, but excuse me. I just have I'm just shifting the remnants of an old equine flu I had at the weekend. But we are here and we are mad for tunage, and we've got any amount to play, and I'm going to run with two. I love this. This is Gift Horse, and don't look it in the face. It's from Idols, a band I thoroughly enjoy listening to their music. Their drummer is world class, so this is for the drummers out there. The drummers, the hummers and the smugglers. And hopefully we'll get a few more in, of a couple of random ones. Two about hay. Of course, we've Horse Outside, a bit more Irish. We'll have to get rid of a few, I'd say. We'll try and play as much Irish as we can, but we'll get this one on first. This is a cracker from Idols. This is from an album called Tanked from 2024. If you like Fontaines, you'll like these boys. If you like horses, you'll like them even more.
Watch my 60, go, far, watch my the king. He ain't the king, she's the king. Look at it go. 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 Look at it.
But if you go back just about 130 years ago, people weren't thinking about hoverboards or jetpacks. They just wanted faster horses. And that dream of a more powerful horse eventually turned into horsepower. Sorry, I got nothing.
Run, rabbit,
brand spanking new one there from the Idols band out of the UK. And tonight's show, they're just on there because I like them. Nothing to do with horses, except the fact that it's about rabbits, which they're very closely related to horses, obviously, just by the look of them. I mean, anyone could tell you that. You don't need me to tell you that. Kieran on Fresh FM every Wednesday. I have so much music to play now, it's starting to give me a small bit of a nosebleed. So, what do horses love? They love, you said it, you know exactly what they love. Yes, indeed, you know what it is.
I've got my eye on Kyle Steyler at 8-1. He looks like a fine filly. He did well at Newmarket a couple of weeks ago. Word on the street is he isn't going to take any shit.
Hey! Where'd you get your hairstyle? Hey! Where'd you get your shades?
Been trying to meet you. Hey, must be a devil between us, or whores in my head, whores at the door, whore in my bed. But hey, where have you been? If you go, I will surely die. We're chained, we're chained, we're chained.
to decide that the things that I tried were in my life just to get high on. When I sit alone, come get a little known, but I need more than myself this time. Step from the road to the sea to the sky, and I do believe that we rely on. When I lay it on, come get to play it on, all my life to sacrifice. Hey, oh, listen what I say, oh, I got your hey, oh, now listen what I say, oh, oh. When will I know that I really can go to the well one small time to decide on? When it's killing me, when will I really see all that I need to look inside? Come to believe that I better not leave before I get my chance to ride. When it's killing me, what do I really need? All that I need to look inside. Hey, oh, listen what I say. less I know, the more I like to let it go. Hey, oh, whoa, whoa. Deep beneath the cover of another perfect wonder, where it's so white as snow, privately divided by a world so undecided, and there's nowhere to go. In between the cover of another perfect wonder, and it's so white as snow, running through the field where all my tracks will be concealed, and there's nowhere to go. Oh! When to descend to amend for a friend all the channels that have broken down. Now you bring it up, I'm gonna ring it up just to hear you sing it out. Step from the road to the sea to the sky, and I do believe what we rely on. When I lay it on, come get to play it on, all my life to sacrifice. Hey, oh, listen what I say, oh, I got your hey, oh, listen what I say, oh. The more I see, the less I know, the more I like to let it go. Hey, oh, whoa, whoa. Deep beneath the cover of another perfect wonder, where it's so white as snow, privately divided by a world so undecided, and there's nowhere to go. In between the cover of another perfect wonder, where it's so white as snow, running through the field where all my tracks will be concealed, and there's nowhere to go. I said, hey, yeah, oh yeah, tell my Lord now. Hey, yeah, oh yeah, tell my Lord now. Deep beneath the cover of another perfect wonder, where it's so white as snow, privately divided by a world so undecided, and there's nowhere to go. Deep beneath the cover of another perfect wonder, where it's so white as snow, running through the field where all my tracks will be concealed, and there's nowhere to go. I said, hey, oh yeah, oh yeah, tell my Lord now. Hey, yeah, oh
Yes, you guessed it. Hay indeed. We had two there. We had hay from the Pixies and we had hay from Red Hot Chili Peppers. Bit of grunge hay. Bit of alternative hay. Bit of gluten-free hay. God knows what kind of hay they're giving horses these days. I don't know, to be honest. I don't drink horse milk, so it's hard to say. But we are unsure of many things in this crazy, crazy world. And that is certainly one of them. I don't even know if cows eat grass anymore to give us milk. God knows what they're feeding them. Do you want to know what they're feeding them? Excuse me, I don't anyway. But what I do want to know is, what have the rubber bandits got to say about their horse that's outside? So let's find out.
In a church on on the street. I'm looking at a bridesmaid and she looking back at me. And when the server sends her, ask her if she wants a lift. I back to the hotel and if it goes well, finger on a shift. She says Fitzy tries a mincy and he offered me a spin. And I have a hand so I might just go with him. And Dara gave me said he'd bring me in his Subaru. So what the fuck would make you think I'd wanna go with you? I said fuck your Honda Civic, I've a horse outside. Fuck your Subaru, I have a horse outside. And fuck your Mitsubishi, I've a horse outside. If you're looking for a ride, I've a horse outside. She said I don't believe you, I said it's fucking true. I swapped him for a bag of Yorks in 1992. And I don't need insurance, I don't need no parking space. And if you try to clamp my horse, he'll kick you in the face. I don't pay no tax, fucking NCT. You'll arrive in style if you ride with me. And the boys are walking over, jingling their keys. I look the fuckers up and down and give them one of these. I said fuck your Honda Civic, I've a horse outside. Fuck your Subaru, I have a horse outside. And fuck your Mitsubishi, I've a horse outside. If you're looking for a ride, I've a horse outside. Giddy up now baby, bless my soul. I rode the fuck around the field back since he was a fool. He runs a bit like Shelgar and he jumps like Tiernan Og. He looks like Billy Piper after half an ounce of coke. And the boys are looking jealous as I lead you one away. Just before I close the door, I look at her and say, would you be my girl? And she says, I will of course, if you grab me by the ponytail and ride me like a horse. Yeah. Fuck your Honda Civic, I've a horse outside. Fuck your Subaru, I have a horse outside. Fuck your Mitsubishi, I've a horse outside. If you're looking for a ride, I've a horse. Now baby, get it up now baby. Get it up, get it up, get it up. But you go back up baby, get it up. But you own it, get it up. I know you're about to get it right, so get it up, get it up, get it up. But you get it up, yeah. Taking the boat to fire. You wanna know Silla? I'm gonna take you out to Mullingar.
Shower with sugar lumps and ride you over fences. Polish your hooves every single day and bring you to the horse dentist. My lovely horse, you no more running around with a man on your back. Like a train in the night, yeah, like a train in the night.
We have to lose that sax solo. I think that's enough makeup on Dougal now.
There you go.
Hello, Father Trilly. I'm Charles Hedges, your producer for this evening, and this is...
Oh, you don't have to tell me, Mr. Rickwood. I'm delighted to meet you. I thought you did a brilliant job presenting last year's show.
Oh, well, that's the business, like, you know what I mean, in and out of doors, like in giddy up.
Yes. Sorry?
Like the business, like in and out of doors and giddy up.
Ah, yes!
Well, anyway, Sylvain, didn't shave a bullock.
And as we come to the final furlong, the jockey in the blue and pink polka dots is making great ground. It looks like he's in great form, the kind of form you wish you could be in yourself all the time, but it's hard. It's hard to be happy when you don't know what's coming and you've no plans. All I know is I don't want to be alone. I don't want to be alone.
The finest horse I've ever seen, standing 16, 1 or 2, with eyes wild and green. You ride the horse so well, hands light to the touch. I could never go with you no matter how I wanted to. Ride on, see you. I could never go with you no matter how I wanted to. Ride on, see you. I could never go with you no matter how I wanted to. When you're riding to the night without a trace behind, run your claw along my gut one last time. I turn to face an empty space where you used to lie, and look for the spark that lights the night through a teardrop in my eye. Ride on, see you. I could never go with you no matter how I wanted to. Ride on, see you. I could never go with you no matter how I wanted to.
Ride On there from Christy Moore. Ride On and The Horse Outside. Two slightly different takes on a similar theme. Limerick and Kildare. Locked in battle. My lovely horse in the middle. We are probably going to jump through a few here now. I want to get a few more Irish on, so I still have a bit of Horse Lips to play, of course, and a bit of Thin Lizzy, of course, and a bit of Eyesore and the Jinx, if you've ever heard of them. Maybe some Cat Power, and maybe the Beatles, if we can get some big... The Shithouse, I'd like to play that by Big Special and finish out with a bit of Tusk. We see. I'll have to do some math, see what the sums are like. But we will... Sadly, we'll have to give Jeff Buckley and Nightmares mares, you see. By the sea, we'll have to leave that out. And we can't play Mountains at My Gates by Foals. So I think we'll just skip straight to Horsebox. This is a new one from an album called Jitterbug. New to me anyway. If you say it backwards, it says horse.
I knew I was in Kansas with the absence of blown canisters. The air was bitter filtered, the accents floated gently. Dog walker smiled politely, whistled after a basset hound called Charlie. I knew I was in Kansas for the absence of blown canisters. The trail led to nowhere, but it in no way mattered. I just followed the footprints and stuck to the pathway. Instead that I was presented with a moment of clarity. It pierced the atmosphere like a shit joke at a party. And I began to wonder if I was to ask politely, do you think they'd let me live inside their horsebox? Horsebox. Decorated tastefully with the latest Scandinavian trends. Kush velvet in the bedroom, magnolia in the lounge. I'd entertain on weekends with friends from out of town. Hugo from publishing, Jill from accounts. And no they did to ask if I'm ever out of town. Would I let them stay inside my horsebox? Horsebox. 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 A third floor mezzanine, a ground floor conservatory, second floor guest bedroom, renovating in the winter. Horsebox. 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 Horsebox.
Well, it looks like it was a great race. We had 5 runners, none ran. Apparently 2 horses came in 6th. We've yet to hear confirmation on that at all. A lot of rich men around me made some money on this race. I hear it was a good race for the money. Barney's Lad, 72.
Featured horse, Barney's Lad, 72.
Barney's Lad at 72 is a fine looking yoke. He's got a lovely chest and a great arse.
Featured horse.
And the form is good today, is it?
Yeah.
Tic-tac. Top of the head, 94. 94. Empty bowl of rice, half the price. I'm feeling nice. Deaf and blind, 750 to 9.
I'd like to put a bet on, alright. What would you stick one on?
I love waits for me now. She was standing by the well.
plough, speed the plough. I counted lines on her pretty face, and from the tears she cried. Her cheeks were bleached as white as snow, as she kissed me goodbye. We heard their hums we could not see, and knew our time had come. I turned my back on prison farm, and then began to run. Speed the plough. I'll wait no more for fire from God. Listen to me now. Speed the plough, speed the plough.
Eyesore and jinx there. Two ailments that horses get. Got a dose of the jinx. Not as bad as a dose of the eyesores. And after that we had horse slips. With Steed the Plough. Another classic from a bit of Irish Celtic rock. The Trendsetters. The big boys in town. That was from, that's Speed the Plough, yeah. What did I say? Steed the Plough. That's what I meant, yeah. That's the name of it, Steed the Plough, because that's why I'm playing it tonight, because it's horse slips and it's from Aliens. And horses would have looked like aliens to the neighbours of the people that invented them in Kazakhstan. How are you? Do you like my horse? What the fuck is that? And so it began. And then we followed that. I'm going to talk about the future in the past tense with the Cowboy Song from Thin Lizzy, an absolute classic. This goes all the way out to Clem Quinn and his posse circling the wagons out in Lewisburg in the soft ground. This is a Stonewall belter. This Cowboy Song from Jailbreak. The deluxe edition. You're listening to Kieran on Fresh FM. This is ToTM every Wednesday for 2 hours, every Tuesday for Wednesday hours. Depends the way you look at it, I suppose.
I am just a cowboy, lonesome on the trail. A starry night, a campfire light. The coyote call and the howling winds wail. So I'll ride out to the old sundown.
Lord, I'm just
sleep till spring. Roll me over and turn me around. Let me keep spinning till I hit the ground. Roll me over and let me go. Right near the rodeo. I was took in Texas. I did not know her name. Lord, all these southern girls, they seem the same. Down below the border, in a town in Mexico, I got my job busting broncs for the rodeo. Roll me over and turn me around. Let me keep spinning till I hit the ground. Roll me over and let me go. Running free with the buffalo. Yeah, I go. And I'll turn around. And I'll move my fingers up and down, up and down. It's okay, amigo. Just let me go. Right near the rodeo.
How you horse?
Hi, Francis.
Would you move up? You're always fucking hogging the couch.
Yeah.
How was work anyway?
Yeah, not too bad, but I'm getting a bit bored, to be honest. Think I might need a career swap.
I don't know about you, but that sounds like horse shit. Horsing around.
When I get to the bottom, I go back to the top of the slide. Where I stop and I turn and I go for a ride. Till I get to the bottom and I see you again. Yeah. But do you, don't you want me to love you? I'm coming down fast, but I'm miles above you. Tell me, come on, tell me the answer. Well, you may be a lover, but you ain't. I might go back to the top of the slide, and I stop and I turn and I go for a ride, and I get to the bottom and I see you again. But don't you want me to make you? I'm coming down fast, but don't let me break you. Tell me your answer. You may be a lover, but you ain't no dancer. Look out, helter skelter. Helter skelter. Helter skelter.
We had some Halter Skelter there from the Beatles. Before that we had Thin Lizzy with the Cowboy Song. One of their greatest. One of my favourite. Not that the two of them are mutually exclusive or anything. Simultaneously at the same time. This is Kieran on Fresh FM. Simultaneously at the same time every Wednesday at 9 o'clock for 2 hours of unadulterated music hung loosely around a weak theme filled up with all manner of horseshite off the internet. If that's your cup of tea, well, I'll see you here next week. And if you want to go back and listen to any of the old shows, be my guest. Sure, why not? Like, there's worse things you could be at. We've about 10 minutes to go. What have I left? I'm going to have to cut some tunes. I've got a Cat Power. It's kind of a country song. Not a bad old tune though. And Lisa O'Neill. I was going to put the two of them together, but I may be forced to kill one of them, to put one of them down. Great Gary Larson sketch, if you know Gary Larson, The Far Side. The horse hospital and the doctors walking around with the clipboard in the white coats, but with the shotgun broken over their arm. Fans of Gary Larson will understand what I'm saying. If you're not a fan of Gary Larson, then you probably won't have understood anything I've said for the last 2 hours, never mind the last 2 years. So, less shit talk, more Kjol. Ní smó Kjol. I'm going to have to pick 3 of these. I think we're going to go with Ireland. This being an Irish show, we're going to go with Lisa O'Neill, All the Tired Horses. Then we'll have Shithouse, which has nothing to do with horses, but I liked it. It's from Big Special. And then we're going to finish with Tusk, because all horses originally had tusks. And that goes out to all the drummers and all the smugglers that are listening. The drum smugglers and the smug drummers. That's Fleetwood Mac, of course. We'll finish with that. It's from their greatest hits, and I concur. Now we'll have a word from the Workhorses, the Workhorses Union. I'm starting to feel a little hoarse. I might need a glass of water. You can lead me there, but who knows after that?
All the tired horses in the sun. How am I supposed to get any riding done?
Stick the fucking health insurance. I'll try my best, Francis. 9 to 4.
All the tired horses in the sun. How am I supposed to get any riding? All the tired horses in the sun. How am I supposed to get any riding? All the tired horses in the sun. How am I supposed to get any riding?
She wouldn't let me go to the bucket. But no. The house and wife, yeah, okay.
Never in a million fucking years did I ever think I'd ever see your fucking face again. I'll find you on the wall, find you in reflection. Well, I thought I was getting better. I must think I'm fucking Mickey Mouse. This year's been a belter. Shithouse! I had a thought that poked me, had a brainwave that fucking soaked me. I am heavy when wet, my youth sparks a truth to provoke me. But that boy will never know me, I'm as young as I'll ever get. I had a day that broke me, I had the words but they fucking choked me. Cooked in petrol breath, 10 years to hold me. Armchair martyr, thou beest the holy. I've sat my seat to death. Never in a million fucking years did I ever think I'd ever see your fucking face again. I'll find you on the wall, find you on the mountain. But I thought I was getting better. I must think I'm fucking Mickey Mouse. This year's been a bell. pledges for the ferals. Here's a lighter, love, and another cup of tea for your perils. You'll be running the rails. Man is death's dog. You'll spend your life nipping at his coattails and barking at the fog. When you run to the winds and the whistles, leave a ribbon around the thistles. You've got to get back home. Looks like you'll make it, kid, but you can't get out alone. Time to get a wiggle on, a bit of that, get up and go. You can't shine in shit, kid, and life ain't no fucking disco. Never in a million fucking years did I ever think I'd ever see your fucking face again. I'll find you on the wall, find you in reflection. But I thought I was getting better. I must think I'm fucking Mickey Mouse. This year's been a belter. Shit house. But I thought I was getting better. I must think I'm fucking Cinderella. In the mind there lives the loud shit house.
Tonight's show was brought to you by the letter horse and the number hands. You've had 2 hours of horse-related music. But now it's time to saddle up and Capall on. It's time to finish. We've got one more tune. I thought it'd only be right to finish with Tusk from Fleetwood Mac, and that's where we're going to finish. Hope you've enjoyed the music. I've enjoyed playing it, as always. I'll be back again next week. If you've got any requests, any ideas, any abuse, don't bother sending it towards me, because I take very little of it on board. I just come into this small bus yug every Tuesday night, pre-record this show, and send it on its merry way off out to Max and Matt to pay no heed of it either and horse it up on the internet. It's great. Great system. Foolproof system. Anyway, this is our last track. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the music. Mind the buses. Slán go fóill. Tóga buga. And we'll see you next Tuesday.
It was Mummy, wasn't it? And now she's gone home.
The travellers, cowboys or Indians, Papa?
There's a bit of a travel on everybody, Tito. Very few of us know where we're going.